Hello and welcome to the Paradigm Shift Institute. I'm Chuck Wooten. Thank you for joining me today. I want to spend just a couple minutes talking with you about something very important, something that has dramatically changed my life, and I know that it can change yours as well. I'm going to be talking to you today about the Thinking into Results program and the impact that it's had on me. And not only that, but I know the impact that it'll have on you. First, a little bit about me. As I mentioned, I'm Chuck, and prior to coming to this place today, I was a senior executive in some large organizations, and during the height of COVID, my position was eliminated, and I found myself in a very unfamiliar situation. For the first time in probably my entire life, I had pretty deep money concerns. You know, when your income is taken away, it can be it can be a pretty tough thing, and it was for me. And so I was looking for answers. I was looking for the next thing that I was going to do, and not having a whole lot of success doing that. So I was introduced a couple years ago. I was introduced to a movie called The Secret, and as you might know, that the star of that movie was Bob Proctor. And I'd never heard of Bob Proctor before until that time, but it had such a profound impact on me that I said, I've got to know more about this. So I started embarking on a journey of learning myself, and I was led to a bunch of places and a bunch of free resources, and I studied it, and I studied it, and I studied it, and intellectually I knew the material. There's no question, if you would have given me a written exam, I would have passed it. Knowing the material intellectually didn't help a whole lot because nothing that I needed changed was changing. And so I knew that there was something else that I was missing. And what I found through a conversation that I had with the leader of the Paradigm Shift Institute, Anu, is that I needed to do some serious work on my mindset. I hadn't given that a whole lot of thought up until that point, but what I did know is that my mind, I was convinced at that point that my mind was the block to what I needed to have happen to get the results that I was looking for. So if the change doesn't occur on the inside, the outside won't change. And that's pretty much where I was at, and I was stuck. And so when I was introduced to the Thinking into Results program, it was a little bit unnerving. I'll be honest with you. It's kind of an undertaking that you really need to be serious about. But at the same time, whatever you invest into that program will come back to you 100-fold at least. And I can't say anything better than that about it. And those are the things that I've experienced myself. So having said that, I do want to talk a little bit about the program and what it's meant to me and what I believe it will mean to you should you decide to look into it a little bit deeper as well. So first of all, some of the things that has happened to me as a result of Anu's coaching plus the material from the Thinking into Results program. First of all, I'm getting what I really want. I had to answer that very tough question. Most of us think, oh, I can tell you 1,000 things that I want, but what do you really want? And I had to do some really hard thinking to come up with that answer. Well, I'm getting it. And it's because of this endeavor that I've been on. Second of all, the results that I was having, even at the height of my professional career, every result that I was having has been multiplied as a result of the Thinking into Results program. That's a pretty major statement. Think of yourself in your situation. What if everything that you do, or everything that you've done, every result that you're getting is multiplied? It's profound. And so let me say this also. I didn't know. There was a couple things I didn't know, but one key thing that I didn't know is that I had some pretty major issues with my self-image. I thought I was a pretty nice guy, and I thought that, I was, kind of good to go, and I'd been trained well, and I'd, been all around the world and interacted with a bunch of people, but, All that's fine and good, but your self-image is how you think of you. And that is a major, major area of blockage when you're trying to achieve something, because every result that you get can be tied back to your self-image and how you think of yourself. Well, I didn't know I had issues there, but this program shined a spotlight on them, and I was able to deal with them, to confront them head on and change them and change my self-image to the point of negativity to positivity. And I love that. Another area that I didn't know that I had to do any work with, I found was a significant area as well. And that was my relationship with money. It has improved to the point that I'm on track to turn my annual income into my monthly income. Now, what would that do for you? But I'm telling you, this program has again, it shined a light on my relationship with money. I thought it was great, but it was not. And so these things are things that I've been personally able to improve. And you know what? I'm not alone. Many people in this program, if not all of them, improve in these areas. And as a result, their results improve as well. Another area that I really love about the thinking into results, and it was kind of an intangible, but I love it nonetheless, and that is that I get to be part of a really, really awesome community. A community of people that are like-minded. They think like I do. They want the same things I do. And we're there to support each other. We're there to celebrate wins. We're there to encourage. And in my case, I happen to be connected with a group of people from all over the world, literally. And I love that. I love being able to interact with other cultures and other countries and other perceptions and things like that. It only makes me better. And that's, again, that's an intangible of working in the program, but it's really worked out well for me. So here's what I'd like you to do today as we close this out. I'd like you to make a decision to commit to your improvement. If you're not where you want to be, if you haven't achieved everything that you want to achieve, make a commitment to improve whatever you're doing now. Reach out to any of us here at the Paradigm Shift Institute, just for a chat. We'd like to have a chat with you, and let's explore together to see if thinking into results is something that we can work together on. Because here's what I will tell you, and I say this with all the boldness I can muster: thinking into results will change your life. And I hope that's great news for you. So just reach out to us right here on this Facebook group and tell us that you want to have a conversation, and we will be happy to set that up with you. And it'll be the best decision that you've made. So until we have that conversation, this is Chuck Wooten saying thanks for listening, and we will see you inside the program.